Hi folks, it's that time when I go through the previous month's new tooling announcements. We have 11 new scale model kits aiming to be on our workbenches for this year and next, and we're going to run through them right now. So first off, Dora wings. They announced a 1/48 Fairey Delta FD2 this month, and apparently is going to be released in 2025. Now, we all know that the 1/72 scale was announced back in 2018, and it took like 5 years to get to us, I believe. I think it came out last year, and I did buy one from Alex at Man's Model Moments, and I thought it was an impressive kit then, but in 1/72 scale. Now they've increased their scale to 1/48, so you're going to be getting a lot more detail. And looking at the images of the test shots of this kit, it does look a little bit special. Nice cockpit detail, nice lines to it, gearing up, gearing down. I think it's going to be a bit of a special kit. No one seems to have this up in their shops for pre-order. Now, the 1/72 scale one was around 23 quid, so I'm expecting the 1/48 to be around 35, 38 pounds, and no release date has been set just yet. Next, we have Zvezda, and they have announced this Kamaz 65115 dump truck. Now, they have this already in 1/35 scale, and they've kind of gone for the smaller scale at 1/43, a little bit like Airfix and their starter set cars. Visuals that have been posted on the Russian Facebook page, VK, they put up these pictures of the truck. There's definitely a tipper, and they put these pictures up of it all made up, and it does look a little bit nice. There's 231 parts to this kit, and the length of it is about 16.3 centimeters, and there are aftermarket extras you can buy from Quintus Studios. The Scale Model Shop have this now as a pre-order for £58.49, so if you're tempted to build this kit, you can probably pre-order it from them. Next, we have Meng, and they have announced a 1/9 scale Kawasaki Ninja ZX-10R. I found images, believe it or not, on AliExpress, where they have said that they're going to be selling it for around £52. And looking at the test shots, it does look a little bit special. They're claiming here that the lights and the windshield are represented by clear parts. The forged wheels are meticulously reproduced, and this kit includes seats made of soft vinyl material, basically replicating the texture of the real vehicle. And they're saying that they will have stainless steel brake discs will be included. Reflective mirrors are also included, and there will be 3 paint schemes and fine decals for this kit. Again, looking on AliExpress, they're reckoning end of August 31st, when this kit will be released. And so if it's not in this country and you fancy buying it from AliExpress, go over to the website and have a look. Next, we have Tamiya, and they announced a new kit as well. A 1/24 Honda new Prelude in 1/24 scale. Jadlam on their website have this available for pre-order, and looking at the kit, it does look quite nice. Seeing the pictures released by Tamiya, it looks like you can have the boot up. Inside the car, the seats look fantastic in that white. It's right-hand drive, and it looks like it has a in-car display. And allegedly, you can choose between having the reclined and normal positions of the rear seats, an open and closed tailgate. These setups can be changed even after assembly. They include parts recreating the suitcase, golf bag, and Boston bag. Customize your model with these accessory parts. Parts depicting the optional rear spoiler is also included. This comes with radial tyres, decals, metal transfers, and masking sets too. So if you're a Honda fan and you fancy this kit, you can, as I said, pre-order it from Jadlam. It's £35.95, and they're saying it's released this year. so hopefully you may get it before Christmas. Right, on to Border Models, and they've not just announced one new tooling, they've announced two. And the first one is the Douglas SBD 3/4 Dauntless. Now, the Dauntless was basically one of World War II's most iconic dive bombers, and they are releasing this in 1/35th scale. So just imagine the dioramas you could do, because there's so much out there now in 1/35th scale that having a plane in that scale, you know, your world's your oyster. Now, Border Models have promised us that they will show the heart of this bird. They have faithfully reproduced the 1200 horsepower radial engine, the Wright R1820 Cyclone engine, which was basically a 9-cylinder beast which powered the Dauntless through its daring dives. Now, Border Models renderings are showing that it's going to have finely molded details, capturing the engine, cooling fins and exhaust, and 2 ignition harness styles are also available. Now, the standout feature for me is the perforated split dive flaps or dive brakes, and these flaps run along the wing's trailing edge and were critical to the success as a dive bomber. Now, apparently they're going to feature these flaps as separate posable parts, so you can show them or display them open or closed, much like the aftermarket photo etch or resin upgrade seen for other models. As of yet, I can't see any prices online or any chance of pre-ordering this kit, but when I was talking to Nigel about this, he said that if it's Border Models, it's going to be 2 years minimum before we actually see it on our workbenches. But keep an eye out for this kit, because it is going to be a bit of a good release. The second kit that Border Models have announced in 1/35th scale is the North American P51D Mustang. Do we need another Mustang? It's in 1/35th, so why not? There are plenty of images of this model kit online, and it really does look good. The CAD images shows the built-up engine, which, funnily enough, actually says Rolls-Royce on the rocker cover. There will be plenty of photo etch in this kit, as you can see. There will be harnesses as well, and the build looks fantastic with lots of extra detail for you to model away at. And I've also noticed this comes with a stand, so I'm assuming that you'll be able to do this with wheels up, and surely it must come with a pilot. Again, when's it going to end up on our workbenches? It does take a while for Border Models to finally release a product, and again, no pricing online, but if you see it, let me know in the comments box below. Sorry folks, just jumping in here very quickly to ask a bit of a favour. If you're not a subscriber of this channel, but you enjoy the content here and you like what I'm doing, will you please consider becoming a subscriber? It's really simple to do. All you have to do is click subscribe, and if you ring that bell, click all, you will be notified when I release a new video. It really helps the channel if you can become a subscriber. And if you're particularly liking this video, will you click like too? And also, could you please answer this question? Is there a particular kit in this video that you are waiting for, that you've always wanted to build? Can you leave it in the comments below? And also, any questions that you have, also leave them in the comments. Right then, let's get back to the video. Next on our little jaunt through the new toolings announced in May, we have Gecko Models, and they are bringing out an FV 103 CVRT Spartan with extra armoured gun turret. Now, this is the Russian-Ukraine War edition. Now, this is a familiar kit that is basically an update of their previous kit, but it incorporates the details of the Ukrainian version. It will come with the photo etch parts and a decal sheet, but this does not come with any figures. It's the addition of a heavy machine gun in a turret that differentiates this from other Spartans in service for the Ukraine, and the rear is also covered with finely detailed photo etch. The photo etch is included for like the thinner parts of the kit and the mudguards and the shrouds. I've been searching everywhere, no pricing, no release date. So if you know more, again, put it in the comments box below. I Love Kit, the worst scale modern manufacturer name out there. They're bringing out a 1/16 scale German Pack 40, the 7.5 anti-tank gun. This kit will have 220 parts. There will be photo etch included. It will have 2 resin figures. It can be built in firing or transport mode, and the dimensions are roughly around 40 centimeters by 23 centimeters. So it's quite a good bit of chunk of plastic in this kit. Again, looking at prices, Europe are saying around about 39 to 45 pounds, which is on par with Gecko Models pricing, and that's work for this 1/16 scale gun. And dates for this kit is around September time. So the pre-orders go in now, and they're saying August 30th to September is when this kit will finally be released. So Academy, very quiet from them recently, but they have announced a new infantry fighting vehicle in 1/35 scale. It is the Korean Army K-21. So looking at this kit, it does look a little bit special. You'll be getting 4 sprues with the hull and the turret separate. The hatches can be built open or closed. It will have vinyl tracks, and there will be photo etch included. There's extra markings in this kit for the Armed Forces Day Parade in Seoul. And but yeah, you've got quite a comprehensive decal sheet to go along with this kit. So this 1/35th Korean Army K-21 infantry fighting vehicle, Jadlam have this on their website for pre-order at £30.95, and the Scale Model Shop have it for £29.89, but it's not a pre-order. You just email them to let them know that you're interested in the kit. Released September to December is the time frame for this release. Right, now let's move to Clearprop. They have announced a new 1/48th scale F4B-4 US Navy, and at the same time they've announced a US Marines version too. Now this iconic biplane, I believe, was originally announced last year, going by my memory. And yes, on ScaleMates they're saying that they were going to release this last year. And this particular page on ScaleMates does have a sprue showing the fuselage. So whether they decided to use these different variants apart from this F4B that they announced last year, I don't know. But you know, it's there on ScaleMates that an F4B was announced last year. I have found one picture of the sprues from a model show that they were displaying at. I think it's called the Mustang Model Show. So knock yourself out with this kit. Again, no pricing online and no date on when this kit will see our workbenches. And finally, MIniArt. They have announced a Sonderanhanger OST, or is it Sonderanhanger? How do you say it? Hang on. A Sonderanhanger Ost 1.5 ton German cargo trailer. I think that's how you say it anyway, in 1/35 scale. This will be a highly detailed plastic model kit with realistic wooden texture and surface detail, and it can be built in hitched or unhitched position. It will have a realistic construction and frame, and it will come with a decal sheet or decal sheet. And they have put pictures online of this model. I think it's a CAD image, and it does have some nice detail there. It looks like the sides and the tailboard can be movable, so you can have it down or up, and it will come with 4 schemes. Sadly, looking online, no pricing and no dates of release. So, but MIniArt are pretty good at announcing something and getting it out there. So maybe even before the end of this year. There you go. 11 toolings this month, or shall I say in May, and some there to really take my fancy. I do like that Fairey Dota. I really do. I've got the 1/72 scale in my stash, and to do a 148, that would be nice, wouldn't it? If there's any there that you like, let me know in the comments box below. And if you do find any pricing or release dates for these kits, please also let me know as well in the comments. And I think that's it from me for this month. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, click like. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, ring that bell, click all to be notified when I release a new video. Again, one huge shout out and thanks to my channel members who help me financially with this channel. If you'd like to become a channel member, just click join below and select which membership tier you so wish. We do have a weekly workbench live stream just for channel members, which you can come on and join in the fun too. We talk about scale modelling, techniques, and we just have a bit of banter and talk about scale modelling and maybe things that have happened in our lives. In one of the four corners will be a video or a playlist of other content on my channel that you may like to watch. And until next month, enjoy yourselves on the workbench.